The games like Star Citizen below are all available to play now, making them ideal games to play while you wait out the full release of Star Citizen. These titles mix single-player and multiplayer adventures that focus on exploration, combat and trading across a massive galaxy of planets. This video features space simulation games like Star Citizen where you'll explore a vast galaxy, engage in combat, mine for resources and trade your way to wealth in these sandbox-themed titles. Planet Calypso leverages the framework of Entropia Universe to create a science fiction MMO with a wealth of content, mechanics and sizable community waiting to be explored. Most notably is the adoption of a game currency that is closely tied with real money that provides the potential for players to profit from their activities within the virtual game world. Starting in 2003 as the first planet of Entropia Universe, Planet Calypso has continued to evolve throughout its time online and remains the most popular planet available, which has players taking on a science fiction role-playing adventure with their own customizable avatar. Planet Calypso has one of the strongest customization screens on the MMO market with a healthy amount of visual options and sliders to recreate yourself in the MMO world. Star Conflict is a MMO experience that lets you to take control of your own starship and explore the vast depths of space while engaging in a wealth of PvP and content. Originally launched in 2013, the Star Conflict experience has continued to expand with its free-to-play option in the space sandbox MMO genre available directly from their website or through the Steam platform. Star Conflict features clean 3D graphics with a galaxy that is set far into the future and approximately 3,000 years since the first human settlers left Earth. With this passing of time, the galaxy has changed from an uninhabited wasteland to a sprawling series of settlements that have also formed empires and bands of mercenaries. Things are quickly changing though, with a recent discovery in the sector known as Sector 1337, with the ruins of a technologically advanced alien race being discovered. Obliterated by a strange pulsating anomaly, the sector is void of life and the potential for technology riches sees many risking their lives for the opportunity. Star Trek Online is a free-to-play MMORPG that takes place within the Star Trek universe, bringing the decades of lore, characters, settings and alien races into a single large-scale MMO world and populating it with science fiction fans. At launch, Star Trek Online required a game purchase and monthly fee for access, which provided the game a solid foundation of funding to develop a high-quality adventure. Star Trek Online has been free-to-play since 2012. Star Trek Online takes place in the year 2409 and throws players into a galaxy at war, which is a familiar setting at various points of the television and film franchise. Throughout the MMO, fans of the Star Trek series will recognize many of the game's locations, characters and ships, which helps adds to the immersion aspects of the game and provides obvious additional appeal to the die-hard Star Trek fans. X3 Reunion continues the series of X-adventure games with the third game in the franchise. Just like the games before it, the game is a single-player space experience involving trading, combat and plenty of galaxy exploration. The story of X3 Reunion continues from where X2 ended, with players once again jumping into the mind of Julian from the previous game. The game is set fair into the future in the year 2935 at a time where the entire galaxy has opened up to humans through space travel. X3 Reunion follows Julian as he deals with the remnants of the war against the Kik, which still rages on, while also hunting down several mysterious artifacts which will help make a jump gate capable of reaching the lost home world of Earth. Wing Commander Privateer is a space simulation and adventure game that lets you create your own story in this dog-eat-dog universe. The game is part of the very popular Wing Commander series and forms part of the overall story. The game launched in 1993 with an additional add-on, Righteous Fire, in 1994. In the game, players will be traveling around the game world as Grayson Burrows, a mercenary-like character that travels around Gemini sector taking on work. As the player isn't part of the Navy in this Wing Commander game, you have much more freedom with options to engage in piracy, trading, fighting and much more. Freelancer is a space-based game for Windows that lets you take control of a spaceship and travel the galaxy, engaging in combat and trading. The events of Freelancer are set 800 years after the events in Starlancer, but is not a direct sequel. The game world features a post-Civil War society where the losing side fled their original star system and headed for the Sirius sector. In total, there were 5 colony ships sent, with 4 ships arriving at their destination and creating their own factions. The final ship did not reach its intended destination and became the Rogue Pirate faction as a result. Vendetta Online sends players through a galaxy of cross-platform play for space explorers on Windows, Mac, Linux, iOS and Android. Available initially free on all platforms through a trial period, continued access to the Vendetta Online game world requires either a light subscription with some game restrictions or the full premium subscription. As an MMORPG experience, Vendetta Online has a vast game world universe to explore as you interact with potentially thousands of players that all inhabit the same persistent game universe regardless of platform. Vendetta Online has a long and detailed game setting that covers over 2,000 years of human history prior to the current state of affairs, which features in-depth accounts of the three factions that inhabit the galaxy and their motives. Evochron Legacy. Explore the dark reaches of space in Evochron Legacy, a freeform space flight simulation game that expands on the Evochron universe of games. Without a significant focus on story, Evochron Legacy lets you craft your own path of survival and whatever that entails. Your choices for this path include things such as being a merchant, exploring, mining, racing, crafting, protecting and much more. This gives players ample choice to decide on their current objective and make plenty of in-game currency to grow their wealth and reputation. Evochron Mercenary is a game of vast scale that has similarities to Freelancer with its science fiction theme and freedom-orientated mechanics that encourage you to explore the galaxy on your own path. Evochron Mercenary belongs to the same universe as the popular Star Wraith series of space simulators that first started in 2000, with various titles in the franchise released since, allowing for some cross-nostalgia experiences for fans of both titles. In this space sandbox style game, you will see if you have what it takes to survive alone in a galaxy full of planets, quests, friends and foes. Placing emphasis on freeform gameplay, Evochron Mercenary does not place artificial barriers between players and the flight path they wish their spacecraft to take. From the Sapphire Star system and beyond, you'll be right in the pilot's seat as you travel through the universe, participating in a huge range of activities in the hopes of building up your reputation, and most importantly, wealth, to make a name for yourself as a reliable mercenary or something else entirely. DarkStar One focuses on space trading and combat as players explore the universe before them and carve their own path through the stars and planets. It launched in 2006 for Windows with an improved edition, DarkStar One: Broken Alliance, released 2 years later for the Xbox 360 platform, providing console players the opportunity to explore the universe of DarkStar One. In addition to a diverse range of planets and space anomalies, your DarkStar One journey will feature half a dozen races with their own visual designs and objectives to make the universe feel alive. Each of these races also has their own part to play in the fragile relationships left after the Great War that ended only a few decades before the current time period. Galaxy on Fire 2 builds on the setting and gameplay of the first game, sending players back into the void of space as they complete a story-driven campaign, accept side missions from aliens and upgrade their ship to be a dominating fighter or large transport vessel. Available for both mobile and computer gamers, Galaxy on Fire 2 is particularly a standout experience on mobile, where games with the same level and polish to features are rare, particularly with the free price tag on the expansive base game experience. While the plot in the sequel continues on from the first game, players that haven't played the original, or can't since it's an iOS game only, won't be at a disadvantage as the stories are self-contained. This core story in Galaxy on Fire 2 follows the thread of the mysterious race of voids, with additional story add-ons available for purchase, iOS and Android, titled Valkyrie and Supernova respectively, which build on the story post the void threat. This story is one that requires players to explore dozens of systems and the various planets within each system to gather information, seek out experts and forge alliances. Elite, Dangerous. Master the art of trading, combat and exploration in Elite, Dangerous, a space simulation title with open-ended and multiplayer gameplay where your own actions will impact on the story of the persistent universe. Launching in 2014, Elite, Dangerous started in the year 3300, which runs in sync with real time. Borrowing on the primary game mechanics of the original, players are thrown into the open galaxy with a spaceship and small stash of game funds where they can create their own space adventure path. X3 Terran Conflict is part of the X series of video games. Just like its predecessors, the game is about trading and combat in a space environment. The game is set far into the future and takes place after Earth has been reconnected with the larger system of jump gates in the X universe. This connection to Earth, while an occasion of joy, also created many new tensions and conflicts, which is what the main storyline of X3 Terran Conflict explores. X3 Terran Conflict is a single-player only experience that unleashes players on the universe with hundreds of different star systems to explore. Within these star systems are thousands of planets and space stations for players to accept quests and purchase upgrades for their ship. Ascent, the space game, is a MMO sandbox title that uses space and over 200 billion star systems as the foundation of your vast galactic experience. Set after the far-reaching human empire has crumbled, it's time to build a new civilization and rekindle the human drive for exploration using your available ships and other game tools to explore the galaxy and progress your own exploration story. In addition to this exploration focus, players will construct, colonize, research, mine, trade, farm and partake in combat across the galaxy. Starting in the Apollo tutorial sector, which consists of a small 9 planets, everything outside of this area is player created, which ensures a true sandbox experience as you craft the galaxy. This means things like colonies, star bases and even the important jump gates to branch out from the initial location have all been placed because of player input and activity. Astrox, hostile space excavation, sees you exiled deep into the mining sector of the galaxy with a simple ship and small mining beam with a dream of building up your galactic wealth. With this goal in mind, players will start their humble existence as they scratch out a living from the mining region before saving funds up, upgrade their ship to move to more profitable adventures such as pirate hunting. While the formula for Astrox, hostile space excavation, has been done before in various open-world space titles, Astrox somehow manages to take the simple core mechanics and fashion them into an addicting space adventure. Primarily, this is done through a well-balanced progression curve where your actions have appropriate risk and reward with every jump in progress and achievement. Secondly, Astrox also has the benefit of extremely low system requirements to make it playable on even the oldest of machines, which is a worthy accomplishment for games with open world freedom elements, and somehow this is all achieved without too much loss in visual appearance. No Man's Sky. Explore the vastness of space in No Man's Sky, an action-adventure with elements of survival and exploration that lets you explore the galaxy while encountering all sorts of strange life forms. Originally launched in 2016 on PC and PS4 with an Xbox One release in 2018, No Man's Sky had a rocky launch, but with long-term commitment from the developer, No Man's Sky has terraformed from a broken promise into a worthy space exploration game. The basis for No Man's Sky is exploration with an open universe that has billions upon billions of procedurally generated planets which spawn their own unique flora and fauna. By being the first to uncover these life forms, you'll be rewarded with in-game currency for submitting it into the game atlas that all players can access, with bonuses for being the first to ever see such a creature. If your favorite game is not included in this list, write in the comments. Thanks for watching. Subscribe our channel, watch our other videos, press like, turn on notifications, and you will always be aware of what to play today.